Hi, I'm David Pritt and welcome to My Week in Football.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of My Week in Football. Now this is week number 10, so my 10th video, which is pretty good going for me. I thought I'd try this out, obviously. I didn't think I'd be able to do it up to 10 weeks because I thought I'll be pretty terrible at it, which I still think I pretty am not too good, but it has improved. You know, looking back at the first episode, I've definitely improved talking into a camera. So I might as well carry on with these. I hope to do it to the end of the season. So this is week 10, like I said, and let's see what I got up to. So on Friday, I went to the Leeds Sports Village to see Manchester United under-23s versus Norwich. The 23s haven't been great this season, really. They started off brilliantly until James Garner moved up to the first team training and missed out on playing in the 23s, but he was back in the team and it showed straight away, really. Alanga on the left does really well, passes it to Divine, who passed it to Garner, who just slots through the keeper's legs for 1-0. And yeah, it was a great goal, really. His celebration, Garner, you could see that it meant a lot. So, and the team, it meant a lot to the team because obviously the previous week they got beat 4-1. So they were 1-0 up, all looking good. And then it was a bit of an even game all the way up to the second half, really. Not that many chances. And it wasn't till Anthony Alanga come on and he run into the box and won a penalty. And unselfishly give it to Ramazani, who stepped up, slotted it home and did a pretty good celebration, actually. He did a bit of a flip, which I'd never seen him do anything like that before, so I was quite surprised. But yeah, pretty good celebration, and 2-0, and that's how it finished. And yeah, pretty good for the 23s, really, because like I said earlier, they've been beaten a few times. Got beat 4-1 the previous week, so to get that on the back, to get 2-0 is very good going for them. They've got a good game coming up, but they've just played on the last Tuesday against Lincoln, which I'll talk about a bit later. So yeah, all round good for the 23s. On the Saturday, there was 2 games on, and I had a bit of a dilemma which one to go to. The under-18s were playing at home against Leicester, and the women were playing at home against Liverpool. Both kick off at the same time. And in the past, I'd have always chose the under-18s because obviously running academy review and things like that, I've always wanted to rather do the 18s than anything else. I mean, in the past I've missed first team games to go to the under-18s, but I want to try and do a whole season of going to one team home and away, and it's difficult with the first team because I don't go to many aways. 23s, I don't do every away because it clashes with first team. 18s the same. So the women are the only ones really that I can do both. So I chose to go to the women's game against Liverpool, and I'm glad I did, really. Obviously, the other game of the 18s finished 4-4, which was obviously 8 goals. What can you say about that? I'd love to go to, but obviously I chose Liverpool. And yeah, it was a frustrating game, the Liverpool game, I'd say. I spoke about this with my friend Rodney on his video. Lauren James, for me, people say she's young, and she is, don't get me wrong, but she's very frustrating at the moment. She's just trying to do too much and losing the ball constantly. And it was getting really, really, really tiring watching her. But she did get the first goal. Jess Sigsworth, who I think should be playing up front, was playing on the wing. And the ball's floating around in the box. She legs it, gets the ball, calmly passes to Lauren James, who slips past the player and puts it in the back of the net. And it was a really well taken goal. I won't take anything away from that. It really was, and you could see how frustrated I was at the time, because when the ball went in the back of the net, I celebrated quite hard, which I don't usually do these days. But yeah, it meant a lot, that goal going in. Then late on in the second half again, Leah Galton runs into the box on the left-hand side, gets taken out, and so it's penalty for United. which we really needed, really, because Liverpool were, for me, the better team for the majority of the game. So we needed that second goal because I felt like Liverpool probably could get another one in it. And so up steps Katie Zellum, puts in the back of the net for 2-0, and that's it. We win 2-0 against Liverpool, gets our first points on the back of in the WSL, sorry. Our first goal in the WSL. And we can start moving forward now. Obviously, it's international break next week. Well, tomorrow actually. I'm going to go to England v Brazil with the women. But so the team won't play till the following Sunday, which is away at Tottenham, which I'll be at. But so we really needed that win because it was 3 losses in a row with the international break. They'd have played on the minds a lot. So I'm really happy we got the results, and obviously beating Liverpool at any level is always good. And it was deja vu as well to Manchester United Women's first ever game, which was against Liverpool, which they won as well. So on Sunday I went to Sheffield. I've been to Sheffield quite a few times now to watch the women against Coventry United Ladies FC, which is a tongueful, but anyway, great game, but terrible weather. I got absolutely drenched. It chucked it down. Obviously, probably everyone's been in the rain this weekend, but standing in Yorkshire for 2 hours in the rain, it was horrendous. But what a game! Sheffield look really good. Obviously, I'm there to watch Amy Palmer, who's on loan from United. But I'm getting used to watching a few of their players now, and obviously enjoy what they're doing. So yeah, Ferguson gets a goal for Sheffield, which was a good goal. Then less than a minute later, Fletcher passes it to Wilkinson after some good play, and she puts it in for 2-0. Then Coventry with Atten, sorry, I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. They get a free goal, really, just shot out of nowhere that loops over the keeper and goes in. So it's 2-1. And then Amy Palmer, who was talked about, who's on loan from United, she just long range Spanger, just boom, right in the back of the net. A brilliant goal, really was a well taken goal. 3-1. And then just before half time, Wilkinson again, she gets her second, and it's 4-1 at half time. And it's quite surprising, really, that many goals in the weather we're in, because sometimes players don't want to turn up in that weather, they just want to pass it around and get back in for half time. But yeah, they took it on well and 4-1. And then second half, there was just the one goal. Cusack gets one, and that was a bit of a lob as well. It's the underside of the bar and goes in. I was behind the goal for that one at the time because I tried to understand at half time. But when the second half started, I came behind the goal, and so I got a good view of that goal, which was brilliant. And yeah, finished 5-1. Really good game. But I really enjoyed it apart from the weather. I mean, I can't tell you how wet I was. When you've been in the bath for maybe over an hour and your hands go all wrinkly and swollen. Yeah, it was like that, and that was just from the rain. But yeah, good game. I definitely want to go back again. I think there's only one game I can see again of Sheffield because everything else clashes, but I'm going to try and go to what I can. So on Monday, it was the big game at Old Trafford against Arsenal, and I've got a different take on most people of this. I thought United played quite well. A lot of people have been critical of them, but I think they played pretty well. I mean, the Arsenal weren't at the best, but you only can play who you're playing against. And we got started with a great strike from McTominay, and we looked alright actually until the mistake from Tuanzebe, who let Aubameyang in. He scores, the flag goes up, but it should never have gone up. It was never offside, and that's what VAR's there for, to stop these kind of things. So Aubameyang got his goal, but we had chances again to get it back in the lead. And McTominay again, he had a header, criminal that he missed, really criminal, but he did miss. But all in all, I thought we played well. I thought Pereira was excellent. I thought, for me, man of the match. And yeah, you think we can try and move on from this. Obviously, we didn't do great last night against AZ, obviously with a 0-0, but hopefully in the league we can start moving forward now. we clearly missed Pogba yesterday, but I thought he played okay, well, more than okay in the Arsenal game, and you can really see that when he does play in the team, we're a much better team and we do a lot more. But is what it is. 1-1. I would love to have won, but what can you do? And then on the Tuesday, this was the last game of the week for me. I travelled to Lincoln to Cecil Bank, where the under-21s are playing in the EFL Leasing Trophy, or the Leasing.com EFL Trophy. One of them. It used to be called the Checker Trade Trophy. The EFL Trophy, basically. Where it's basically the under-21s play the first team of certain teams. So we were playing Lincoln. And what a tough game. Really, really tough game. But one of the best performances from the 21s I've seen in a long, long time. So majority of the game is back to the walls, proper defending, because obviously Lincoln are a good unit that are used to playing together in a proper league. But yeah, we got the goal, first goal. It was Chaif Chong running down central, plays it into Jimmy Garner, who hits it first time from just outside the box into just off the post. Really well taken goal. And we went 1-0 up, and for the majority of the game then it was just defending for us, and we did it really, really well. We had a couple of other chances though. Ramazani twice, he hit the post twice. The second time it was a good little save from the keeper that put it onto the post. So we had opportunities, but so did Lincoln. I mean, I think they hit the bar and the post. And we ended up winning 1-0, which was tremendous, and I really enjoyed it, because obviously with the 21s or 23s, you go to away games and you just integrated with the home fans, and there's not really an away end. But this, because it was against a proper team in a proper league in a cup competition, we had our own away end, and there's a bit of an atmosphere, and it felt all in all like a real proper game. I know the 23s do play in proper games, but you're at a big stadium with a big crowd, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. The next one they play is against Doncaster, which I should be attending. But yeah, that's been my week in football. 5 games. Enjoyed the majority of them. Next week, I'm only doing one game, unfortunately, which is tomorrow, Saturday. I'm going to England Lionesses against Brazil in Middlesbrough at the Riverside Stadium. There's not really many games on, but even if there was, I couldn't really attend them because at the moment I've got priorities I've got to take care of. But yeah, that's been my week. Hopefully, you enjoyed it. And if you did, please leave a comment and tell me what you thought. If you didn't like it, also leave a comment and tell me what you think I should improve on. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.